Hello and welcome to the 160th photography podcast. As things get closer to Christmas, this may be my last episode for 2020. I'm not sure at the moment if I'm going to put things out in the run up to Christmas. I might do some reviews of old episodes, but I just don't know. So we'll see what happens. But potentially this could be the last episode of the year. And because it's the last episode of the year, or potentially the last episode of the year, and it's coming towards New Year, I thought it'd be a good time to go over 2020 and look ahead to 2021. So this episode is my hopes for 2021. As you will no doubt know, 2020 has been a strange and rubbish year. I've had to stop doing photography. And when the pandemic started, a lot of people switched. They did indoor photography, they did macro, they changed what they did. I didn't. I'm not interested in those things. I'm not interested in swirly colours in water. I'm not interested in macro really. So I didn't change what I did. I just stopped doing photography. I wasn't going out doing street photography, and I wasn't doing fashion and model photography, which is what I normally do. So I stopped. Now, things changed slightly for me because I have a YouTube channel about photography, and all of a sudden I wasn't going out and I wasn't doing things, so I couldn't really YouTube. And I certainly couldn't YouTube about photography. So I started doing more software-based things and focus more on videography. My channel always had videography. I don't think you can do a photography YouTube channel and not include videography, because now the two are so linked. Cameras will do both. Most cameras are hybrid cameras, so it just became more about videography, and it will stay that way till I can get out and do more shoots. So I also had some time pre-booked in a studio. I bought 4 hours slots, 1 hour slots. I bought 4 of them in a sort of bulk purchase for a studio, and I used 2, and I didn't get to use the other 2, and I probably won't get to use the other 2. The studio extended initially from 6 months to a 12-month life usage, but probably I won't get to use those extra 2 hours this year, which is a shame because obviously I spent money on it. I want to use it, so I'm probably just going to lose that money. But to me, I'd rather lose the cost of a studio for 2 hours than to go down with COVID-19, or maybe give someone else COVID-19. I wouldn't want to do that. So that's gone. I'm a member of Purpleport, and Purpleport have sponsored a few of my episodes, and I love Purpleport. It's such a good site for linking up with models and doing shoots, both paid and TFP. And this is not a sponsored episode by Purpleport, but I do very much like the site. There's some great photographers on there, and there's some great models on there, and it's good for people like me who are amateur or hobbyist. It's great. There's a good community on there. But I've let my Purpleport paid membership expire. It came to an end a couple of weeks ago, and you pay yearly. It's not much, but I thought there's no point renewing it because I'm not doing model shoots. I'm not doing shoots with models. I'm not doing anything. So what's the point renewing it? So I left it, and I haven't touched my Ricoh GR at all. I just haven't done anything in 2020. So those things are a little bit sad. Now, to be honest, things like getting out and doing photography to me is so much more important than gear. Going places, popping into London, having an amble round, doing some street photography is great, and I love doing that. Meeting models and doing photo shoots, whether it's local or it's going into London, is great. And sometimes I'll do both. I'll take my Ricoh GL and I'll take a DSLR, and I'll have a great time, and I really enjoy that. And that is so much more important than gear. Obviously, I do a podcast, I do a YouTube, so there's an element of reviewing products, but getting out and actually doing it is the fun part, and the bit I like the most, and the bit I miss the most at the moment. So obviously 2021, people are hoping that things will go back to normal, and probably it will. It's probably not going to happen straight away. It's probably going to go back to normal more towards the end of the year than the start of the year. So for my 2021, my aims are to go out and do street photography, and I would probably do that first before I ventured back to doing model photography. And of course, my other wish for 2021 is that I can go back to photographing models and doing fashion shoots and portraiture and all those things that I like, particularly on location and in studios. So those are my hopes, and hopefully we'll get there. And I'm sure we probably will. It's just how long it takes. That's the question. And I hope to be able to also start putting things out on my YouTube channel based on what I've done. So I'll start with street photography, I'll work up to working with models, and then hopefully I'll be able to put out content on my YouTube channel as well that is just photography rather than being more videography based. What are your photography hopes for 2021? Are they similar to mine of just getting out and doing photography? Or has the current pandemic not put you off photography, unlike me, and you've just been carrying on as normal? I would love to know what you think. Do drop me a line and let me know. And if this is the last episode of 2020, I wish you a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And I wish you all the best of health and staying safe. Thank you. Goodbye.